What's up, guys? You know what it is. You know who it is. I'm back with another video. If you just missed my Twitch stream, decided I'm going to do it on Facebook too. I think I'm going to start doing like both on a given day until I figure out how to do both at the same time. Um, so I want to talk about how to prehab. Oftentimes we don't think of prehab in our training. We think of rehab, rehabilitating the body after an injury has occurred. And this is where we run into problems. And this is why we have to take such big steps back when we do get injured. Now, if you're a member at Thrive, I program a lot of prehab type things in on a daily basis for most members, at least 2 times during the week, whether it's for better movement or specific problem areas. You're really not going to have to worry about that. But for those who don't have the luxury of programming or someone programming for them, I will explain what you should be looking for and how to prehab, basically. So prehab and training is something that takes literally just an extra 15 to 20 minutes a day and can save you weeks, months, or maybe even years on the end of training and injuries on that end of things. So prehab is something that is simple as taking the time to take care of your body following a day of training. It can be specific exercises that target certain areas of the body to strengthen. It can be certain tempos or drills that help us move better, or it can just be a mental approach to thinking about what we're doing in training and not just doing it. Prehab is tough to put into programming. We don't really know what is going to become an injury, although we do have clues in our movement. And hopefully if we have a coach, we'll have someone watching us. And this will help a lot in that area. But if we're training by ourselves, we might not notice faulty movements and things like that. So and this is a problem because we don't really know how to approach prehabbing something that isn't hurt yet. And there are a few ways we can implement this into our training. So first, a solid warm-up. I can't stress this enough, and I think you can tell by the amount that I talk about warm-ups and that I post about warm-ups. A good warm-up will be a great way to prehab against injuries. If we properly prepare the body for movement at hand, we will give ourselves a great chance to avoid injury. Second would be post-training recovery. Actually, going back to the first part of the solid warm-up, one of my favorite parts about a solid warm-up or just a warm-up in general is that we can kind of throw in specific training tools, specific exercises, new skills that we can have time in the beginning to kind of go over specific movement patterns before, like a deadlift. We can work on that hip hinge pattern in a low intensity environment, which is really good. So second would be post-training recovery. We can create a generalized 15 to 20 minute low intensity accessory program that we do after each session that targets the patterns we worked on that day. Supporting areas of the patterns we worked on that day, things of this nature. This can look like dynamic or static stretching following a training day, banded resisting stretching, or foam rolling, anything along those lines. Or this can look like a specific training tool that we do following specific days of the week. So maybe we do this like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type thing, or we do this all 5 days a week. If we have someone programming for us, we're most likely going to see like the entire week. So it'll be kind of easy to have planned out for us. And we can kind of plan each day from there. Things like core stability, glute function and activation, proper shoulder function and activation. These are the things that we want to leave for low intense environments. In the session, we should leave this for post-session, like post-training. This way we can take the time to properly cool down and focus on what it is that we're trying to accomplish here, which is prehab. This isn't another workout on top of a workout. This is just us kind of focusing on the problem areas and making sure those big parts like our hips and our shoulders are working properly. Third part is outside the gym. Sleep, eat properly, stay recovered, and try to stay stress-free as best you can. And this will put you in a position to succeed. It makes such a huge difference. I understand life gets in the way of sleep, but if we're getting anything less than 8 hours a night, there's a lot that kind of goes down percentage-wise and performance-wise. Like we have reduces in aerobic output. We have decreases in peak muscular endurance, increases in rate of lactic acid buildup, decreases in rate of recovery because our consumption of oxygen goes down. So there's a lot on that end that if we're not sleeping properly, we're going to miss out on. And this is what's going to obviously lead to the injuries. So follow these simple steps out inside and outside the gym, and I promise you'll find training become better, energy will become better, lifts will become stronger, and injuries will become less apparent. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, please reach out. Support Skinny Boy. Peace.